guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be very different and is more geared towards my ladies. It's all about menstruation, and I'm going to be reviewing my THINX underwear, and if you don't know, they are period underwear. So if you guys want to know more about those, then please stay tuned and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. And let's get right into the video. So, this is a disclaimer. If you guys don't like to hear about period and menstruation and blood and all of that stuff, then I suggest you click out of this video because I will be talking about all of that. If you guys don't like period talk at all, then click out of this video because I'm going to be talking about that. That was your disclaimer. If you stay to watch the video, then I hope you enjoy and get some great feedback on all of the information I'm about to give you guys. If you're anything like me and all you've known for your entire life is probably pads and tampons, you're like, what the freak is period underwear? Or maybe you have heard about it and you're just like, ew, that's gross, I don't really get it, so I'm just not even gonna bother with it. Period underwear is basically something that you can use either as a backup to tampons or menstrual cups or menstrual discs, or you can use period underwear on their own. So the brand I'm gonna specifically be talking about is THINX. This video is sponsored by THINX underwear, so thank you so much, THINX, and thank you for sending these over for me to try. I decided that I wanted to try THINX underwear. I'm all about, when it comes to menstruation, I'm all about whatever makes it more comfortable, because it is one of the most uncomfortable and most annoying and most just not a good time, like every single month. It's really like, it's always been like a struggle for me because I used to get really bad menstrual cramp, really heavy flows. If it's TMI, I warned you in the beginning, but really heavy flows and all of that stuff. And it was just so uncomfortable and nerve-wracking because I'm like, one of my biggest fears is to have a period accident. That is super embarrassing. And I guess it shouldn't be that embarrassing because it probably happens to women on a daily basis, but it's always been like a fear of mine. So I've always been so on like alert on top of all the other symptoms that you have to deal with while having your period as a woman. So when I heard about period underwear, I was like, well, I need to try this because anything that gives me extra backup, I'm all for. I'm currently using a Diva cup, which is a menstruation cup. If you guys don't know anything about that, I suggest you Google it. However, if you do want me to do a review on my Diva cup and my experience with it, I've been using the Diva cup for about 2 to 3 years, and I never went back. I never looked back. I'm like, Diva cup it is. So if you guys want to know my experience and what I think about the Diva cup and how it works for me and about menstruation cups and menstrual cups in general, then please let me know in the comments down below and I will definitely do that for you guys. As I said, I'm all about helping other women also feel better about their periods. For my Diva cup, I used to use pads and tampons as backup, to be honest, because I was always afraid that if I have a little bit of leakage or something, I need something to back me up because I can't have an accident. And I was trying not to use pads or panty liners because they're really uncomfortable for me. I haven't really, they're okay to use. I use like okay pads and tampons, pads and panty liners. I would prefer to not have to use them at all. Period underwear, I have not yet tried them on its own, like except for the thong, which I will mention, well, I'll talk about more. I have not used the period underwear by themselves because I was just too afraid. This last menstrual cycle, as I was going to say, is the time that I actually started using these, and I love them. I am so happy they exist, and now I don't ever have to use pads or panty liners as backup. And now my periods are, what do I call them? Waste free. I'm not wasting pads and panty liners anymore. Now I just really don't have to worry. It feels so much like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, to be honest. Using these gave me a leverage. It actually felt very comfortable. THINX is actually 100% organic, which is awesome. It is actually, they're actually made from 100% organic cotton. They sent me over 3 different styles. I was only able to use 2. Well, I only used 2. And one of them is their hip huggers. And these are them. They look extremely huge. These are their actually more popular brands. And so as you can see, they have this little lace-ish detail at the top, which is really cute. The great thing about these are washed. I'm not showing them to you while they're dirty, okay? But the great thing about these is that you have this extra, it's like padding here. This specific hip hugger panty is good, or underwear is good for it holds up to 2 tampons worth of blood. So this is why you can bleed in them freely. As I said, I didn't try like that. I actually used my Thinx underwear as a backup to my Diva Cup because, as I said, sometimes with my Diva Cup, leakage can happen if I'm having a really heavy flow. So I use these as backup to my Diva Cup. The only thing that bothered me about these was this part right here, where you put your leg through, that bikini area. It felt a little bit tight and it was kind of irritating me, but I feel like because I had just finished shaving, that's why it kind of irritated. I don't know if you guys can relate. I feel like you can, because I can't be the only person that once I shave and I use like even like a panty liner or a pad, it just feels like my bikini line, it feels really like irritated after. So this just felt a little bit like snug there, but next time I'm gonna be sure to make sure I didn't just shave and then use these. But besides that, these underwear are so comfortable. It literally feels like you're putting on regular underwear, but you know that they have extra protection. And what's so cool about this is like you don't even understand, like this is not thick down here. Like it doesn't feel like you have a pad on at all. You don't have a pad on, but it doesn't feel like super bulky, but it still like soaks in. The technology in these underwear are just absolutely amazing. You don't feel, I didn't feel wet at all. When I did leak through, I don't even know if I leaked through, because you can't, like when you do go to the bathroom or whatever, you don't see anything on the underwear at all. They just kind of like disappear, which is like disappear. But they kind of like disappear, which is like the coolest thing ever. So I'm glad that you can't really see anything. So this is a better way to show it. Another pair that they sent me that is similar to these, that holds 2 tampons worth, is their sport underwear. I didn't get to use this one because I didn't need it. My period was actually pretty good this past month, in case you were wondering. And so I didn't need these. I got all my underwear in size large because I think they're pretty much true to size, and large I could fit into a medium, but I didn't want them to be super snug. I wanted it to be, it's not loose at all, but I just want it to be more comfortable. And on my period, I like to be a lot more comfortable and chill. But this is how it comes packaged. I left these in here because I didn't use them. And in the back, I just want to let you know what it says. It says, we like to say #KnowYourFlow. When it's light or medium, Thinx can replace tampons, cups, and pads, and panty liners. Believe it. When your flow is heavy, Thinx can back up to tampons and menstrual cups, just like a liner, but way, way better, which so very true. So this pair of underwear has 4 key qualities. They're moisture wicking, antimicrobial, 3, they're absorbent, and 4, they're leak resistant. In other words, they're period proof. I definitely can attest to that. In the future, if you guys want me to just try them by themselves, maybe it's gonna be a day that I'm staying home, because I'm not gonna try them by themselves and head out the door. That's not gonna happen. But maybe I'll actually plan to stay home a day when I'm on my period, which is not a problem for me because usually I feel like staying home. If it does happen before I upload this video, I will update you guys in the description box below, because I'm kind of due for Mother Flo to head into town soon, actually. But anyways, these are their sport ones, and I'm gonna open them just to show you. Ooh, these are cute. Yeah, so these look completely different. I didn't even open these. These look completely different than the ones I just showed you, because you got this here. You don't have the lace detail at the top. They seem really, really nice and snug. But the cool thing about these is that they also hold up to 2 tampons worth. So for your heaviest days, these are like the heaviest ones they have, the ones that hold up to 2 tampons worth. And how do you know this? It says it on their website. And the other one that I did use is the thong, which is my favorite one thus far. This holds up to 1.5 tampons worth. Yeah, I think 1.5. But I personally left this for like my lighter days, which is like, I think I only used this once, as well as a hip hugger. And these are so comfortable. These are actually like my favorite thongs ever, I think. Cool, so this is a front, and they have this nice cute little detail at the top, and then this is the back. And the fact that you have leak proof like is even more amazing. When I used it, I actually didn't even use my Diva cup. I just used these. But on light days, I don't stress so much about leaking and everything. So I trusted these to just do what they needed to do, and they did what they needed to do. I didn't notice much of a difference when I went to the bathroom. I did notice it was like a little bit darker in one part, and I guess that was whatever I leaked through. But that was about it. It wasn't like gross or anything. It just seemed like one part was darker. One part of the panty or underwear was darker. And that's it. I didn't feel wet. I didn't feel uncomfortable the entire time with any of these underwear. I felt completely like it just soaks it up, and it's like you don't feel that moisture as it says in the description anyways. So my overall thoughts on Thinx underwear is that they receive an A+++ for me. Anything that helps me. Anything that helps me get through my period more comfortable gets my utmost approval, like in general, because it is like the most annoying thing, as I said. Anything that can help you keep your schedule while you're on your period, like you have to go run errands and do this and that, I'm all for it. So I love the idea and concept of period underwear. I think they're great, especially for girls that are starting menstruation, because I can't really remember, but I feel like you start off pretty light and it just gets heavier as it goes. So I think that this is something really dope for like your daughters and stuff to start with. If you're older and you feel like very like on the edge about it, I feel like just try it. I will leave the link in the description box below for you guys to try them. I do suggest just giving them one shot. You can't go wrong with just giving something a try. If you like them, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Just keep doing whatever works for you guys. Yeah, that is my review. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I will be sure to actually respond to each and every question and comment under this video, because it is something near and dear to my heart. It is something that needs to be talked about more, which is why I was so down to do this review and so down to make this video. If you guys want to know about the Diva cup, please let me know in the comments down below. I will give you a full review on that. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!